Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video, we're going to talk about soloing over Another Brick in the Wall as recorded by Pink Floyd on guitar. Now, I've already posted on my channel a detailed lesson on how to play the main guitar parts through this entire song, so learning that classic melody, I break it down in octaves, and then those funky rhythm guitar parts that David Gilmour plays. Now in this one, we're gonna talk about how you can start soloing over this song. And I'm gonna show you some essential David Gilmour phrases that aren't made up. These are things that are pulled directly from the recordings. And you can practice some of these phrases, and the idea is just to give you more insight into how you can start soloing and playing in this style. Now real quick, if you're new here and haven't grabbed my fretboard guide yet, you're gonna wanna grab this first at the link down below, and this is gonna show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And this is gonna help you for soloing in any style and in any key. And all you gotta do is go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide to grab your copy, again, completely for free as my gift to you. All right, well with that said, let's break it down. Let's break down some soloing ideas over Another Brick in the Wall as recorded by Pink Floyd. Now the first lick I'm gonna show you is a classic David Gilmour lick. Here's what it sounds like. Alright, so as we know from the song lesson that I did on this, the ending vamp is just all over a D minor sound. So this is a great song to practice improvising and using some notes I would recommend from the D minor pentatonic scale. So, working that out in all the different places on the neck. Start with just one area though, and this is a great sort of home base here. The 10th fret, and that's where Gilmour plays this lick right out of. So if I play it slowly, it goes. And this is a takeoff of, there's this very classic, I think of it as coming from Chuck Berry, this really cool old school rock and roll lick, and we're going to start by pulling off the 13th fret of the 2nd string to the 10th fret there. Then go to the 12th fret on the 3rd string and back to 10 on the 2nd string. So that's the first little part. We've got a pull off and then 2 other picked notes. Then from there we do the riff I was talking about. We bend the 12th fret on the 3rd string. That's going to go up a whole step, and as it comes up to pitch, we're going to roll over to grab the 10th fret and the 10th fret on the 2nd and 1st strings. So this is the lick. And we let those notes sort of ring over a bit. Then there's a little rest, and we finish bending the 13th fret on the 2nd string. And we're just trying to take that note up to, it's a C to a D, which happens to be your root note, right? So you're bending right into that root note. Now, if you look at this, if we look at all the notes, we've got these notes. And then all of those notes are just right out of our 5-note scale, that pentatonic scale. So that's the lick. Now it starts as a pickup. It starts on beat 3, and it uses some 16th notes and then a whole note. 1, 2. So that's, if I counted it slowly, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. So that's your downbeat there, that bend. So 1, 2, 3E and a 4E and a 1. So It's sort of a quick riff there, but it's a really great one. So if I just practice playing that over a D minor, just sort of the groove, you could get something like this. So that's your first lick. Now the second lick, this one's really cool. It uses what I call double stops. Here's what that one sounds like. Alright, so what is a double stop? It's where you're getting actually two notes at the same time. Here we're going to play 10 and 10 on the third and second string. So I'm going to use my index finger, do a little bar there, but I release up. I don't bar all the way. I just play two notes. We're going to play that twice. Then play the root note here on the 12th fret of the 4th string. Then we do it again. Then on the third time it does a little variation. So that's a double stop on 10 and 10. Then I reach up with my ring finger, grab 12 and 12, then back to 10 and 10, and then I push it up. You can just make it a little out of tune. That gives you a bluesy feeling. So now I'm actually strumming this, so it's not. I'm actually muting the strings with my strum hand here and getting that extra sort of thud with the strum. Here's what that sounds like with the groove. And for the third lick here, this is another classic Gilmour lick. Here's what it sounds like. So another very bluesy sounding lick. This time we're going to shift down to a different position. So those of you that have taken my cage course will know this position here, and that, you know, you could think of that as like a G shape here, or you could relate it to the relative minor there. For the, you know, an E minor shape, it really, again, it's all a D minor chord. Now we're going to shift down to this shape here, down in the 5th position. We're going to play. So we start out sliding into the 7th fret on the 4th string. Then 5, 7 on the 3rd string. Then we do this cool little jazzy hammer-on pull-off. And that's the 5th fret to the 6th fret. Then 7 on the 3rd string. So then do a pull-off from 7 to 5, play 7 on the 4th string. So that's the first bar. 1 and 2 and 3. A little triplet there. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Then we go. That's 5th fret on the 3rd string with a little pull. And it's kind of staccato. Then you go up to 7, then do a pull-off 7 to 5, then end with this bluesy bend on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. So to me, I'm picturing this chord in my mind, and I'm seeing how these notes go right into notes of that chord. So here, That's part of the D minor, the first note. Then 5/7. There's another part of the D minor. Then here, that's just a little hammer pull on part of these two notes in the D minor. Then it ends kind of with like a blues lick there. Again, pulling it a little out of tune. That's what we do in the blues all the time. So here it is, I'll just jam it over the backing a few times so you can get the idea. All right, now I'm gonna play all three of these lines, just jamming on them over the backing track so you can put these to use and just see how they all sound. Here we go. So try out those licks, and a great idea would be to play the rhythm part into, say, a looper pedal, or just record yourself on your phone playing that rhythm, and then practice improvising some of these riffs on top, and you're literally just going to take those licks and drop them straight in to your solos. And to help you even more with this, be sure to pick up my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to dive deeper into knowing what scales to play over chords. It's going to show you how to connect the two in what I think is the simplest way on the neck. All you got to do is go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide to grab your copy as my gift to you. Next, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment and let me know what's your #1 goal with soloing right now. Just comment it down below. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you in another video real soon.